2, 1, starting. Hello and welcome to the Jadpodcast, the podcast that no one watch. And today we have the J. So, Jad, we did a
No, wait. Did you just say a podcast that no one watch?
Yeah, the
Yeah, no
podcast that
one
no one
watches
watches.
Don't even lie to yourself.
Besides
Yeah.
us.
Besides us.
But okay, really quick. I will say this right now, Jet. We did a podcast without you. It's not uploaded, but we did just me and Aaron.
Uh-huh.
That was a thing. It was fun. We actually lasted pretty long.
How long?
We lasted
2 minutes.
like 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think.
What the fuck?
I did like 80% of the talking, but yeah.
So just you talking to yourself for
No.
I was there for a little bit. I started talking more towards the end.
Yeah, he started
I was
talking
falling
a
asleep.
lot more towards the end. We were
But then I
having a
started playing
good.
Overwatch.
We had a good chat, but like it wasn't just me talking. It was like every so often you would hear Aaron say something like, "Wait, what?" or like, "Wait, why?" or
no,
something.
it's just like Dennis, blah 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 blah. Aaron, huh?
Anyways, I don't have any topics for today. I'm just gonna kind of like go with the flow. But anyone has something that they're dying to talk about?
Dude, I'm watching a movie right now, and then you just interrupted me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's because we did the the ad podcast because there's no J, so it's just the ad podcast. but like we have to do the Jad podcast, and then I was thinking for the next one maybe we could bring someone on. I don't know.
Who? Who do you want to bring?
I don't really care. Just some new voice, adding a little bit to it.
Who? Do you even have anyone in mind?
Last time Aaron wanted to do Jacob because he was on.
It's Jad, but like it's a different J. It's Had.
Jad.
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 See, okay, wait. If me and Jet had a
It's
podcast,
Jad, but slightly autistic.
if me and Jet had a podcast, it would be DJ.
Hey. Wait, what if your DJ Nate is DJ? Yo, DJ.
Dude, I think everyone would hate you.
Oh my god.
I don't
That'd
even
be a
like even if you
terrible
were the
DJ.
best DJ ever, I think everyone would hate you just for the reasoning that you couldn't think of something more original.
Yeah, it was just stupid. Ha! You're so stupid. Naming yourself DJ.
So, does anyone want to bring something up?
Ooh, I'm watching Captain Marvel tomorrow.
I thought you were trying to avoid it.
Wait, what?
I thought you were trying to avoid it.
No, I'm not. I just don't want to watch it alone. Dude, okay, like, I heard the movie Backlash because of the main actress. Like, I think she's what people call a feminazi.
Oof, big oof, ultra big oof.
I haven't looked into it yet, so I'm not sure. But people say she's like those kind of really extreme left kind of people who just basically hates all white male. But I'm not sure, so I need to fact check later.
Wait. What? My question is, what the hell does politics and like her stance on anything have to do with the movie?
Oh, I mean, she's a star of the movie. I think it's in this Wired YouTube video. Remember those Wired YouTube videos? Basically, they have celebrities and they answer like Google questions.
Yeah.
And then she did that. And there's a shit ton of dislike on that video. Apparently, I haven't checked it, so I might be wrong. But yeah, people start hating her, and then I mean, if your main character in the real life is getting hated, your movie is going to have some, something's going to happen.
I get what Aaron's saying, like what does it have to do, but this is what I'll say to it, Aaron. It's like at the end of the day, it's a brand, and if you ruin the brand, like you're gonna ruin yourself. And,
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's just really dumb. I don't know.
Well, yeah, whenever you're in the public image, you become a brand. Like every YouTuber
And
who's popular is a brand at the end of the day. And they have to keep that like branding clean or like, how they want to keep it, because if they don't, then stuff like this happens where like even though your content is good, it could be like the best movie in the world, but if your branding is just bad, you get fucked in the ass sideways like 7 times by 7
dude,
dildos.
okay.
The Jad brand.
Wow. Wait, to make it even worse, like she's not that good in the movie too.
I mean,
How do you know if you haven't seen it yet?
No, everyone says like her acting is dull, or the writing on her is not good. I'm gonna see it tomorrow, so I'll have my opinion.
I mean, has this actor been in any other movie?
Like I feel like she's good. She won an Oscar before, and I'm pretty sure it's just the writing.
Oh, so it was just a writing thing? Yeah, okay.
It's not really only the writing. It's like, I mean, she probably doesn't have much to work with, but she might just not be that good anyway. I just think she's miscast. She doesn't really look like a badass to me.
Wait, so if it's like all about like this casting and looking exactly like the original character, who would you have casted instead then?
I don't know. It's not my job.
I don't think it's about looking like the original character. I think it's more he's trying to say like the
It's like the vibe.
the vibe, like how Captain Marvel was badass character, and he's trying to say like the actor herself doesn't feel badass.
Like if you're like in the comics, Captain Marvel is this beautiful and confident leader type character. And then when I look at her, I just feel like she's like a side character. You know? It's like what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. She pull off Black Widow like perfectly. I just don't have that kind of feeling from whatever her name is.
Bro, but I think part of Scarlett Johansson pulling off that character is that like Scarlett Johansson is just fucking hot. Dude.
But she's good too. She's not.
Okay. It's not just hot, but like I think that adds to it because you tend to like people who are hotter. Like this is an actual scientific like research thing. Like I read into this psychology. What was it? Psychology review journal or something like that about it, like about the experiment and stuff, and then people like reviewing it, blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the more likelihood of you saying yes to someone to anything, like if they ask you like, hey, will you do this for me, if they're hotter, even though you're not like trying to get with them, you're more likely to say yes to someone who's hotter than someone who's not.
Yeah.
Dang, God really put us on hard mode.
Bro, that's why you just gotta make bank.
I mean, I just really like Scarlett Johansson as an actress. She's really good in a lot of movies.
And she thick.
Okay, Under the Skin. Oh, she is so good in that movie. Probably the best performance I've seen from her.
Bro, and you can't forget.
It's on Netflix, by the way. Go fucking watch it. And she got naked in that movie too.
Bro, thick.
What the hell?
Yeah, she got naked in that movie.
What movie?
Under the Skin. It's a.
Type it in podcast stuff.
Under the Skin.
Okay, I'll type it.
How can you not spell this? Under the skin.
No, the reason I tell you to type it in the podcast stuff is like if I ever want to come back and I forget what you said and I don't want to watch the whole podcast, I'll just look at the.
Okay, under.
I already threw it into podcast stuff, cause I'm. Yeah, cause
It's
since
on Netflix.
Since I threw it into, cause I'm not gonna show general. And then by the way, we did a thing, where it's called people's numbers. So that's the numeration that we give everyone because there's just an ongoing meme that we're gonna do. It's called everyone like, guy in 1, girl 1, boy 2, like. So if you wanna,
Where's the list?
it's in text channels, pepples, numbers.
Oh, I see. I
No,
got it.
it's what's it called? It's it's girl, dude, and adult.
Wow. So interesting, you know?
It's because
Oh,
we had a whole chat about last time. Like we had deep talks last time.
ooh, 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 ooh. Should I talk about what's it called? What happened
About
today?
girl number 1.
No, it's
No, girl
she's
number
girl
2. Yeah, girl number 2.
Goral,
Wait, is gore or girl?
Goral, Goral. Like what's it?
Fucking, the stupidity in this room is fucking.
In this room, bro, you're alone in your room.
The stupidity in this podcast. Raising
Yeah, in that room,
high.
the stupidity in that room is like more than this podcast.
Oh god.
Get right, Jet.
Getting like so hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, can we start a harmony? Just by saying hiya. I think we got it. Hiya.
So, Aaron already knows this, but I beat Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with the DLC, the Master Trial. Master Trial on Master Mode. I mean, not Master Trial. Sword Trial. The Master Sword Trial. What the fuck? Trial of the Sword. I can't say words. Trial of the Sword on Master Mode.
Yeah.
Man.
Great English right there.
Man. After playing the game again, like after beating it, everything's like way too easy.
Oh, have you played a game that is also on Switch called Celeste?
No.
I've been replaying that game.
Is it free?
No.
You're like, then no.
Big no. I've been replaying. Oof. Yeah.
So I know, I guess I can tell a high story. So, and tell someone my high story that I told both of you.
Oh God.
Bruh, Jed is about to hate me.
So stupid. You're like wasting your time. Oh, do you want your movie?
Oh, by the way, if anyone's watching and you like Boku no Hero, the Boku no Hero movie's on Pornhub.
I hate you so much.
Bro, you have to deal with me for 3 more years. That's okay.
No, stupid as fuck.
Anyways, high story. So yesterday, took way too much of a hit yesterday. Once it hit me, oof, I was gone. My eyes would zoom in and like everything felt like I had a telephoto lens on my eyes. The shutter speed was bad. Input lag was real because like every time I would move my hands, it felt like it should have been faster than it actually was, but it wasn't. Anyways, I felt so slow. It was great, and everything was funny.
This is how Dennis is gonna be a drug addict.
Bruh.
This is the beginning.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I'm smoking weed right now. I'm kidding.
Damn. Hitting with that baller life, man.
No, it was fun. Like, if I'm being honest, it was fun. And it's a thing that, like, I would like to do again, but it's not a thing that I would want to do every day. It's, like, a thing that I'll do once in a while type of thing.
Damn.
I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm pretty sure, Jet, you've been drunk, right?
I've been drunk, yeah.
Like, would you do it again? But, you know,
I'll get drunk all the time, but not every day.
yeah, that's the same like sentiment. Like, yeah, it was fun, and I don't get a hangover because it's weed, but I.
Fucking don't compare weed and alcohol.
But it's not a thing I would do every day.
I feel like it's a really different type of intoxication.
It's actually really fun, and it's like you feel like you're asleep the whole time, and then your eyes get so much better because according to Kendra, she has the same thing where like, oh, I said a name. Time. What time is it?
Wait, Kendra? Did you what?
50.
Shut up!
What did you say?
Girl number 6.
6.
Girl number 6.
Okay, that time is for me later to remember. When to cut out stuff.
Fucking
Anyways,
you said it. Who's fucking said it?
I said it, and then you said it like
Both
3 more
said it.
times.
Like,
Why
wait,
was it one
blah?
time?
No, you,
Blah?
what is it? Girl number 6.
Yeah.
Girl number 6, told me that she had the same experience where like, it would feel, everything would feel like it's zoomed in and you had better vision. Like I'm blind, I'm not really blind, but like I'm blind to a certain extent because I wear glasses. But what's it called? I can tell you I had like 20/10 vision when I was high.
I have 20/10 vision when I inject weed through my anal.
Through your anal?
Shove
Anally.
a THC capsule up your ass.
Bruh, just shove a
Bruh.
capsule up every hole you can, even through your pores.
Even better, get a THC enema.
Bruh, get a bathtub of THC and just swim.
Wow.
After peeing in it, you drink it.
Oh no, no. Oh, okay. So earlier I was talking to Aaron, and apparently there's this weird thing going on, and I don't know if it's true. So take this with a grain of salt. But I heard that there's this weird thing of like a weird way of getting high now, and that's like shitting and peeing in like this bag and like letting it ferment and then sniffing that.
That's literally repulsive.
That's fucking.
But okay,
most stupid
no. But
shit
my
ever.
real question is, who sat down and was like, this seems like the good idea, like.
No, who? I want to know the first person who did it. It's like, why the fuck did you do it? Like you collect your own fucking shit, and then sniffing it.
No, you shit and pee in it, and then you let it ferment.
I don't care. It is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
But like my question is, what's that thought process? When are you sitting down and it's just like, I wonder what it'd be like if I shit and
Maybe
piss.
he's some like Walter White level chemist.
Maybe maybe he was into that stuff.
Maybe he is. Who knows? I'm into
Okay.
shit. I mean,
Okay, you know what?
I mean,
I'm changing this topic.
Wait, no. We're still on this topic. We're not leaving. I guess he's into the video about. Have you heard about this masterpiece called "Two Girl, One Cup"?
Bruh.
Oh!
I think he got inspired by that video.
Okay, I'm changing the subject. I don't want to talk about shit anymore.
you brought it up.
I was just gonna bring it up, and then I thought it was gonna be like, and then we move on, but no.
No, we stay on.
Aaron, do you have a topic? Aaron?
What?
Topic?
Topic? I don't want to talk about anything after that.
I just want to talk about fucking Captain Marvel is gonna bomb. No, fucking. I don't care.
No, I don't think it is. There's a good enough fan base. Like, I don't think it's gonna bomb, but I don't think it's gonna do as good as other movies.
It looks boring. From the trailer, it just looks so boring.
Black Panther was boring.
No, from the trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be great!" And I watched it. It's like,
It was still a fun movie though.
Black Panther?
Like, y'all be hating on it for like I can see why it's like it shouldn't have gotten like as much
no,
recognition as it did, only because it appealed to like the black community, but like it was still fun to watch.
No,
I didn't have fun at all.
no,
Like don't act like that, like those fight scenes during Good when they were like falling, and then like the dude just like running on the cars and then running as fast as the cars.
Okay, the only scene in the movie I like is a car chase scene where Black Panther is like throwing a spear and the spear stopped the car. Like I like that, but 95, the rest of the 9% of the movie is just garbage to me.
the two things I liked was that scene and also like just
Oh,
Killmonger's motive. It was probably one of the best motives in like Marvel villains ever.
Which is not saying much.
It's not saying much, but even for like a lot of villains, he had really good motive. Like
It's decent. It's better than most fucking villains.
decent, nah, it was pretty good in my opinion. Cause like he had reason and everything.
Why do we always talk about freaking Black Panther?
Because you hate it so much and you bring it up.
I didn't bring it up. I was talking about Captain Marvel.
No, I brought it up this time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said you said what was it? Captain Marvel looked boring, and I was like, no, it was like something about it's gonna bomb, and then you're like it looks boring, and then I said, well, Black Panther did well.
Oh. Well, I just have to see myself since I'm not going to watch it tomorrow.
But see, the thing is, I think it. If I'm being honest, if I think Captain Marvel is gonna get the same hype that Black Panther did, and only because it's gonna be that like movie for women, and then women are just gonna drive it. Like how it became like a black movement for Black Panther. I think it's gonna become a woman movement for Captain Marvel.
Oh, what if Captain Marvel is black?
And a woman, oof, oof, you got everyone in your hand. It's gonna make $2 billion.
Easily, easily.
It's
The
gonna,
entire
it's
internet
gonna,
is gonna pull up.
it's gonna win all the Oscars this year.
Yeah, just like Black Panther did. Black Panther won 3. Fuck you.
It's gonna win Best Picture. It's gonna win Best Cinematography. It's gonna win.
Yeah. You know what? Next year we should stop calling it the Oscars. It's just going to be the Marvel.
I just think award shows in general have a problem.
I'm just interested. I mean, you live in this world. You have to pay attention to it.
whoa, yeah.
Fucking this year's the worst editing, won best editing. It's like mind blowing.
That's how you do it, Dennis. You just gotta make it really bad.
Yeah, that's how you win Oscars now. You just make it really really bad. Freaking Bohemian Rhapsody, one of the worst editing I've seen this year, won best editing. Yay! Thank you. This shows how clearly the community like doesn't understand movies. They just think, oh, sound mixing. Yeah, the loudest movie this year is going to win sound mixing. Oh, wait,
Is it
what's
loud? It's good.
yeah, what's sound editing? I think sound editing is same with sound mixing. So whatever sound mixing one, just give the same movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's what I want.
Actually, that kind of makes sense why it's a thing. Because if you look at the music industry, the same thing is happening where like they're compressing all audio to be like really loud.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not like paying. I'm not paying attention to music industry.
I pay attention to too many things. But the music industry has been doing this thing where like it really just tries to get like the loudest it possibly can within the compressions of tones and all that stuff.
I thought they just use auto tunes.
No,
Mhm.
no, it's not just that, but like it's like any song, they do this compression thing, where they get the lowest notes to be higher, and like at the end of the day, it just becomes kind of like a one note thing almost. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's not really much, you know, dynamics. I guess is the good word. But it's just something that's been happening in the music industry, and they do it because it's like people. It's kind of like the thing that people get addicted to, type of thing.
Yeah, I want loud noises blasting in my eardrums.
And
Fucking high.
and then so it makes sense, like if you think about it that way.
Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense to me. No, it doesn't.
I mean, it doesn't have to make perfect sense. It just makes sense because that's the trend, and ugh.
Man, I just want good movies. I'm not really caring much. I just want a director to work on a script for at least 5 years and then make a good movie that makes me cry at least 10 years. I mean,
I think you're asking for a little too much there.
I want every single director working in Hollywood to be like that. I want I want everyone to be at least as good as Stanley Kubrick. That's the baseline. Yeah. If you're not as good as him, fired.
Bro, Jet, you know you set the bar so high that you probably wouldn't get hired until you're like 50.
I don't care. Just get good.
Oh, I can't win.
Not only that, but like if you think about movies in general, I feel like the public's been desensitized with bad movies so much that they just
No,
don't know what is
they,
good.
no, they just don't have higher standards. They just don't care. Most people don't care.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a higher standards thing. It's like if someone shows you good, then then you would have a higher standard. But if you're never shown what actually is
No,
good,
it's like okay. If I show you good, like great example. I just showed you Shawshank Redemption, one of the best movies ever. You saw it, and then yeah, everyone is gonna be like, yeah, that's good. But I probably have to explain it to you, like why it's good. I don't know. Like a movie climax. If you just watch it, it makes no sense at all. But I know like the meaning of it is like, holy fuck, this movie is a genius.
I mean, like I'm gonna take this example. When Aaron was barely getting into anime, he like only watched Dragon Ball Super. Like, and to be fair, even the original Dragon Ball Z, it's not that good. Like I don't,
It's good. I like it anyway.
it's still like story wise and all that stuff. It's not that good. It's just like there's no stakes at the end of the day because all you have to do is get the Dragon Balls and revive everyone.
I like it.
There,
Okay.
it doesn't mean I don't like it either. It's like a guilty pleasure type of thing. But anyways, that's not the point of the goddamn story, Jet. The point of the story was when I showed him Boku no Hero, which is still not like the greatest out there, but it's much better than Dragon Ball Super. I think he was watching Super at the time.
I hate Super.
He got like super into it. Like he just
Into Super?
no Boku no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because when I showed him Boku no Hero after when he was watching Super, he got like super into Boku no Hero.
Boku no Hero.
You added nothing besides saying Boku no Hero.
No, I said Boku no Hero's life.
Oh, you cut out. I just heard Boku no Hero.
Me too.
But yeah, like I think
I hate Super. I hate Super so much.
Why?
It's just. But what's the character called Jiren?
Yeah.
Like the bald white dude. Like that is the dumbest. That's the worst character design I have seen in my entire life. That is the oh my god. I hate that character just from the look of it.
His character design, your only problem with him, because like in the anime, he's like pretty bland. He just
Yeah,
like
he's like
powers everything.
I
he's
mean, look at him. He's like a stick figure with muscles. Come on, like what is he? There's nothing like special about his character design. He's bald. He have round ears like everyone in the Dragon Ball universe, and muscles. That's it. Like you can say so much about like Goku, like he have a tail. He can be blonde. Oh, he can be long and blonde. Oh,
He has had a tail.
he have a terrible haircut.
He has
You
had a
know?
tail and like.
He used to like all of these characters have really like unique character designs. And look at him. Like Jiren, you can literally just put him in a pile of characters, and you'll never find him.
I mean, I think it's funny that you're focusing on character design when like his character was more more important. Is like bland, and even in the what's it called? Even in the freaking what's it called?
manga.
The manga, it's like not that good.
He has more character development in the manga though.
But isn't he like a big part of the show?
No, it was
Not
just
really.
a tournament of power.
It's just that one part.
That one
But
arc.
he's like super strong, whatever.
He's like the strongest being that isn't a god
Oh,
in all the
Wow.
universes.
he is so strong. He have the most simple character design. That's how he always so strong. Wow.
But like they kind of effed him up badly in the anime, in my opinion. Like they gave him zero character. Like he literally is the bland. Like I don't even care about the character design because you're over here complaining about the character design. I don't care. Honestly, I care more about like his character, which is non-existent.
I mean, look at Frieza. Look at his character design. It's like awesome. I love it. But like when you look at Jiren, it's like, oh, yeah, definitely some good character design right here, man.
I mean, I don't really care about the character design. Like I just care for
Yeah.
the
Dude,
character.
why don't you? Like it's an anime.
I don't know because
Not
some
everyone has to be wacky.
No, it's not being wacky. I mean, you just have to look unique, memorable.
I don't think
His
every
blandness is unique.
within the
That's
anime,
why
yeah.
you remember him because he's so powerful, but that's all he is. He's just like ice strong.
I don't know.
I'm strong. I'm so strong, like Arnold.
Maybe for me, I just see it as more of like I pay attention to the story probably the most in anything. So
Dude, it's not like in real life like that. You cannot change a guy's appearance or whatever.
I know, but
mean,
like
it's like you literally draw them.
I know, but like first off, I agree with Aaron. Like since everyone in that show looks so different, him being bland actually makes him stand out within the show.
Like what's it called? If you look at the other characters or the other participants in the tournament of power that are alongside with him, there's like the guy who's supposed to be the candidate for I forgot of destruction. Dude has like the world's largest mustache, and he's like insanely fat too.
Like
it's
Look
not
at the main what's it called?
Topo?
Yeah, Topo. He's like super like big and like he has like enormous hands, and like the other commander that's supposed to be like also really strong. He is like missing an eye. He's like partly like cyborg, and everyone else is like there's either like not even close to being human. So it's like, and then there's him. He's just gray.
He's just weird looking. Like I don't know. I feel like in the show itself, if you actually watch Super, he stands out a lot compared to the show. Like I get what you mean. Like he has to stand out against other anime characters from different animes. But in that show, he does stand out because he's the only one with non-interesting character design. So it's like, what?
He has like really basic, like he has like bug eyes, but like that's like it, and just like he's shaped like an upside down triangle. Dude, dude said, "What is leg day?"
That's
So
my character. My body shaped like an upside down triangle.
so for me, like once I get past the character design, which again he looks unique in that show, like I think of his character, and then his character is literally non-existent.
Dog shit.
What's it called? Also, the fact that like he's so bland, like dude, like half of the tournament of power, he's literally just there meditating, like over half of the power. He's just there meditating. He gets up, like
That's so dumb.
once Goku challenges him, he goes, he actually like I guess kind of tries, goes Super Saiyan Blue, and then he's like, yeah, your Super Spirit bomb's gonna do nothing.
You're weak.
Goes Ultra Instinct or like part.
You suck.
But I mean in the manga, like don't get me wrong, it's not like super good characterization, but in the manga there is an explanation why he's meditating. Like he's meditating because in his universe, he's kind of like the protector of the universe. Like whenever there's a problem, he like gets there really fast and like solves it. So what he was doing when he was sitting there meditating, he was making sure everything in his universe was going okay, like people weren't just dying left and right.
I feel like that's just an excuse to be like, yeah, we don't have anything to do.
I
Sorry,
mean,
guys.
it is an excuse, but like it's better than nothing, like him just sitting there for no reason.
No, he doesn't do anything. It's like the worst thing you can do to a character. It's
No,
like give him nothing to do.
and then not only that, but like, I mean, okay, there's a side note. To be fair, there's like a shit ton of characters in the Tournament of Power, so it's like, oof, yeah. No.
There's like what 11 universes in it, each one with 10 people, so it's like what 110 contenders.
So
No,
there's
it's
like 100 characters.
yeah, and like they all had to have some sort of spotlight or not spotlight, but like some
screen time
on the show. So it's like a lot. They made a lot of them like unique, kind of like memorable. I think it's like Universe 4 had like this one or two contenders where it's like they were literally like or invisible but not invisible just because they were like insanely tiny, or like I think Universe 2 like they had like three of their fighters just fuse and become like this enormous just like monster that reminiscent of like I think it's like his name's like Hayachi or something like that from the it's that one movie, the one non-canon movie, Dragon Ball, where like Goku does the Super Dragon or the Super Dragon Fist, Hayachi, something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I think I see those movies.
Well, he like they fuse to become someone that looks like that, and just like.
And then also if you add the fact that like, what's it called? You have 100 and something characters, and he's supposed to be the strongest. He would just probably like wipe the floor really quickly, so it'd probably be like really boring if he just wiped the floor with everyone so quickly. Like don't get me wrong, that's still not like a perfect excuse for not having him do anything, but I give them a slight pass for that because there's so many characters. It's like, what do you do? But anyways,
I'm just like,
manga, he also, like, he didn't want to be a part of the Tournament of Power. Like, he was like, if the universe gets destroyed, fine, whatever, because at least we all go together. But
wow.
but the only reason he did the Tournament of Power in the manga was because the guy who was trying to get him to go was like, hey, the Super Dragon Balls can literally get you any wish you wish for, and he was gonna wish for like peace in his universe.
Wow, what a noble mate.
It's better than the animes like I punch.
and there's another thing on the super, like the animation
Okay, yeah, the animation is torrid.
is not even. I don't think
Like,
it's even good as and that came out like what 40 years ago.
but like, like which part of the animation? Because like, like I can see like some of it, but like a good chunk of it was good. Like the only reason, like, if you're talking about like the earlier episodes, like of course they're gonna be like complete like, but
Like a lot of it, like it doesn't just it looks so clunky, like and then the color they use like on characters just looks so unnatural. Make their face look so glassy, you know. And then when I look back to like the original Dragon Ball Z series, the color palette and then the animation just looks so much more comfortable.
But you know what had the best animation in my opinion?
you're like Bogo here.
No, I was gonna go in. I was gonna say Dragon Ball. Like not. I wasn't gonna go out of the Dragon Ball universe, but Dragon Ball, in my opinion, had the best animation.
You know, the best animation is Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Oh well, that's a movie. I was talking about the.
That animation is like crisp, so clean.
Like I think
So
for the show itself, I think Dragon Ball, in my personal opinion, had the best animation.
mm-hmm.
It was really good. Like it was consistent throughout the whole show. It was fluid. It was like fun, and then
What with Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball, yeah, because
What?
then Z had a problem especially at the beginning where like it wasn't even the same studio doing the animation. So like you can see from like episode 1, 2, and 3 that like they're different art styles.
no, it's just how do
I
you
think they
say
had
it?
like seven studios working on
Just
it at the same
at the
time.
beginning of the show, it's just too much filler. Like you just keep dragging on. It's so annoying.
For what, Z?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Dude, don't even talk about filler. Talk about the fact that the fight with Frieza was its own saga.
bruh bruh, has any okay, I showed Jet this, but has anyone have you seen the Frieza fight in 5 minutes? Like someone got the whole footage of all the Frieza fight and actually put it into the 5 minutes that quote unquote had the planet before explode, like before exploded, and just condensed it to 5 minutes.
Uh,
And it was literally like them talking so goddamn fast.
What? Wait, they took like the entire thing.
The entire thing, because you know how like at some point in the saga, Frieza like throws a thing to the planet and says like we have 5 minutes before the planet explodes. When Frieza said that, from that moment to the end of the saga was condensed into 5 minutes.
that
like
sounds that sounds so retarded. There was like what, or like 10 episodes in which they were just there. Oh my god.
Wait, here. I'm about to search it up, and then I'll post it in chat so you can see it. For
it's just like the dumb thing about Dragon Ball series. Like they just the pacing is always terrible.
Tournament of Power wasn't that bad, and neither was it when they finally like caught up with the anime, because I mean, you know why it was so bad, the Frieza saga?
What? Why?
They called they caught up to the manga too quickly. So like they were just doing as much they could to like prolong the fight in order to make it so that they could let the manga get farther in.
I got triggered a little bit.
Here, put this link in here. There you go, Aaron. If you wanna have fun watching the Frieza fight, but in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's gonna be greatly appreciated about it.
Bro, I would laugh if they if a studio actually did that. Like, if a character says,
Like 5 minutes.
Like if a character said we have 10 minutes and like did the whole fight in actually 10 minutes.
That would be great, actually.
Boku no Hero be like,
I mean,
Oh,
Boku no Hero still
can't
has
wait
its
for the
problems.
third season.
You mean
I'm
fourth?
just kidding. That one time, or that last episode when Mirio beat everyone was not in like what's it called?
What?
What?
Was not in like what 5 seconds.
No, yeah, it was. I think it was probably close though. No, I don't think so. Never mind. I'm thinking about it now. It's probably close.
No,
It's probably closer to 20 seconds. Wait.
What?
The in the anime where like Mirio fights all of Class 1A.
Oh.
I need someone to speed it up and then make it 5 seconds.
Bruh. Dude, it'd be like, dude, I don't even think you would see some people getting their ass whooped.
It just nothing. Yeah, I just want to watch the fourth season, since I know what happens in the manga.
I think Aaron does
Dude,
too now.
we all do. It's disgustingly great.
It's really interesting.
Okay, wait. Everyone, all of us know. So I want to have a quick chat about it. So I'm gonna say this right now. I know no one's watching, but potentially if anyone's watching and you don't want Boku no Hero Academia, spoiler.
Be spoiled.
You don't want it to be spoiled because this is a manga talk. Stop watching here or skip forward.
Yeah.
Light novel people be like, bruh.
Skip
We
forward.
are nerds.
Anyways, I'm so hyped to see Deku go 100%. That's probably the moment. I'm really hyped.
I actually that's not my hype. Like that is not like the moment I really want to watch.
What's the moment
I
you
want to
watch?
watch. The moment what's his name? The 100 million guy.
That's Miriam.
1 million. Yeah, Miria. Him fighting the bad at the
Chisaki?
end.
Yeah, no, that's also one of my hype moments.
I just feel like the emotional build-up at that moment's so good. Like
It is, but
especially when his power got like stolen from him.
like what amazes me about Mirio and how badass his character is he lost his powers and still
He still beat his
kept
ass.
fighting for 5 whole minutes and was winning. What? What?
Makes no sense.
Bruh, he could be the next All Might without needing a cork. Bro, no, you know what? He can't. He can. He is the next All Might without a cork. Wait, Aaron, how far are you?
I am like I got to the part where gentle villain meets freaking
Deku?
what? Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like talking, and then like all of a sudden like they just like bounce.
Oh
bounce,
yeah.
bounce.
I really
bounce,
like that
bounce,
arc.
bounce.
I won't say anything about it, but yeah. I think that arc in general, I'm just hyped for, just to see like how they animate it. Cause there's so many movements in the manga that like I feel like would look so good in the anime.
Wait, what's not a good movement that is going to be in the first season 4?
We have Mirio. We have the fight between Deku and Chisaki.
What about when what's it called? Freaking what's his face? Red Riot and
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
when
yeah.
he goes
Fat Gum.
unbreakable
Yeah,
moment.
I
Yeah,
want to see that animation because
and Fat Gum.
yeah, like when he go full on,
Yeah.
and his body's like every time he moves, his body makes a cranking sound.
Ooh, also, Mirio's friend. What is his name? Sun Eater.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sun
yeah,
Eater
Sun
fighting.
Eater.
That's going to be great.
Okay.
I hope it's going to be good. I just feel like Boku no Hero always have a pretty short fight. Like the fight is always really short.
but it's good.
So
It's a
far.
really good.
I think the reason I like why they're shorter is just because I'm so desensitized by every other shonen anime being like 10 years for one fight that I'm just
One
glad.
Piece be like,
I'm just glad. No, I think the worst offender is still Dragon Ball. Even One Piece, like, yeah, sure, it has some long ass fights, but it's well deserved. Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
what about Naruto, where it's like the strongest jutsu is Talk
Talk
no
no
Jutsu.
Jutsu, bro, boy, oh boy, I hate that shit so much. Nigga killed everybody, and then Naruto will still be like, "You want to be friends?" Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
No, nothing happened. We're
Bruh,
cool now.
that pisses me off so much. Like when Obito, like, caused a whole ass war against the entire world. Fucked everyone in the ass sideways so damn hard that they're gonna never see the light of day ever again. And still releases Madara Uchiha to keep fucking shit up. And then and then there is fucking Naruto like, hey, let's be friends. Everything's cool, man.
hey, you want to be my
Yeah.
friend? Like, okay. And it's like,
That's just
bro,
terrible.
for you.
I was like, bruh, what the hell? He literally is trying to kill all of you.
Yeah, that's really bad. I agree. I don't like that.
You know,
And
but
then the last fight between Naruto, or not the last fight, but when Naruto and Sasuke finally do their last fight.
Joe, okay,
And then
that was
Naruto wins
actually
by
really
talking.
good.
Yeah, but the Naruto wins by talking.
Yeah, but that's after they beat the hell out of each other.
Okay, I just don't get it. Like, why did they even need to fight in the first place?
Because Sasuke was like being a little bitch. I can't.
Yeah, it's just okay. That's the reason. Just okay. It's Sasuke being Sasuke.
Well, okay,
Like,
so
at the end, it makes no goddamn bloody sense.
because Sasuke was like, hey, you know what?
Hey,
I like their idea. I'm gonna take it now. Like he was gonna do the infinite Tsukuyomi on everyone, because I guess his rationale was a little bit different, but it was like pretty much the same thing. And Naruto was like, what the fuck? We literally fought together to beat him, and you want to do the same fucking crap? And then they start fighting each other, which is honestly, like, I really love that fight. That's my favorite Naruto fight, period, because it's like animation's amazing. The fight, like, you can tell how much they know each other, because like if you slow down the fight, you can see like Naruto and Sasuke like stopping them from doing their like hand signs.
No.
It's like, oh, and then I like when they like are completely out of steam and they're just like punching each other, and it's just like literally a fight that you see out of your like outside in the streets. It becomes that. It's
I
beautiful.
like the animation. I actually love it. I think it's super great. It just like this motivation just pisses me off.
Like, okay, this is one thing. I personally, and some people are gonna crucify me for this, but I personally didn't like any of the moments where they were using like OP as hell powers. I like the moments where it just became. My favorite
Yeah,
moment
A
was
street brawl.
yeah, a street brawl. Like when it was just them like, I can't even do anything anymore. Let me just kick you real quick. That was probably my favorite. When it just became simplistic as hell and it was just like a complete street brawl.
It just I feel like it just looks better when they're just like when they're just human beings and then they're just fighting.
No, but even like even when they were fighting with their powers, like when it was more toned down, it felt nicer. When they went like
Yeah.
when they went with like, the whole nine tails and whatever the thing for Sasuke's called with the giant like samurai thing.
Susanoo!
Yeah, that thing. Like I didn't like that part, but every other part where it was like, it felt like they were using their powers, and yes, that's not human, but it felt more natural to that role. Then it had like this feeling that I just liked more about it.
I think that's the best fight from the series.
Oh no, 100%.
What about the
But
pain
Naruto's plot is just dumb as fuck. I hate it. I hate the plot.
What?
A mango smoothie.
Sure.
I'll make you one.
Sure. Uh, what's
Can
it?
I have a mango smoothie?
No. Actually, you could if you come over.
I will make some.
Oh my god.
But
I'll make a smoothie, girl.
but what's it
Plot is the
called?
dumbest shit ever.
The pain fight, I would not say it's as good for multitude of reasons. Pain fight if you take away the motivation, which is probably one of the better motivations, he talked his way out of that one. And animation was ass. Like completely bad.
What? No, it's not.
In pain
I liked it.
in the pain fight,
Yeah.
it was bad.
It's good. I don't care. It's good.
It was bad.
I'll make a smoothie.
No, it's not bad. It's good. Okay.
It's notoriously known in the whole Naruto fan base as the worst animated fight.
No, I don't.
Like
know.
almost
It's good.
unanimously in the whole Naruto community is known as the worst animated fight. So Jet, I don't care
Nah,
what
you know
you
what?
say.
I don't give a fuck about like if everyone disagrees. Like I think it's good. Okay. Like everyone just so salty about the exaggerated animations. Like I feel like okay, it's unique. It's cool. It's fine.
But
It's still smooth as fuck. It looks awesome.
But
It's
the
great.
reason the reason it's bad is because it's jarring from the animation style that was already there for that show. Like, it wouldn't be bad if that was the animation
I
style.
didn't have a problem. I had no problem with it.
Don't get me wrong. It
When
was
I
a
watched
good.
it,
It was
when
a,
I watched it, I was like, my eyes on the floor. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
it was a good fight though. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not. It was good. I enjoyed watching it. I'm just saying the animation was bad.
No. I think it's one of the better ones.
And then Hinata's moment was so good.
Yeah.
Like she tried,
You know,
and then
like,
Naruto was like,
he was
"Gets my
gonna,
way."
he wasn't gonna kill her off.
Really?
The artist. He was gonna kill her off, but like she was too popular, so he didn't.
Bro, if he did, dude, everyone would hate him.
And that's why they got married.
They got
You
married.
want anything else in there, like a banana or something?
Yeah.
And then they bang.
I mean, I think, honestly, the one character I think everyone would have been okay with if she died is Sakura.
No one likes Sakura. Like everyone watched Naruto. Like no one is really a big fan.
According to the creator, he said like he made Sakura to be really likable.
Wow, he felt so hard. She's like the least likable character in the show.
And then he also made her to be like, because his intention was to have Sakura and Naruto end up together.
Yeah,
And like,
that's a bad idea.
and what was,
That's a terrible idea.
there was another thing I was gonna say. What was the other thing? Oh, and he saw Sakura as like a good female role for girls to follow, and I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Disney princess.
Bro,
I
but
think
worse.
He's probably the worst. He's probably the worst writer ever.
Bro, but like it's actually worse than a Disney princess because like, okay, Sakura almost got killed like many times by Sasuke, and
She
still
still
fall in love with him. What?
Yo, she's a bitch. I'm not even kidding. Like, think about her character arc. Like, she never learns. She's always stubborn. She's always beating the only guy who likes her. And then she always fell in love with the...
Jet, you sound like mashed potatoes.
the fuck?
Yeah, you kind of like sounded like a robot there for a second. So
I don't care. She's the worst character.
I just put the fruit in the milk.
Jet, can you play Overwatch with me?
I don't have Wi-Fi.
yeah, he's on his phone, dude.
Oh, dude, I've been playing for like 2 hours now and haven't been able to get a win.
It's legit
Okay, we're on an
I'll
hour.
get Wi-Fi tomorrow.
We're an hour in.
Dude, I just keep on talking about fucking anime.
Have you watched Shoreline April?
No,
Bruh. Aaron,
bruh.
go ham on him.
Go ham. Go ham. Go ham.
The fuck.
Oh my god. Like I'm getting my sister to watch it. Oh my god, she's like crying.
Is it on like Netflix? I think it's on Netflix.
It is.
It is on Netflix, but it's not a Netflix original. It is so good. Oh, but like
I've been
you didn't have to do that to us. Like why?
I've been okay. I've been only watching Mob Psycho season 2, which is so really good. It's better than One Punch Man as a story wise. It has great character and really great visual storytelling. So
Yeah.
good anime.
Why? Nigga.
Did you just say the N word? Where's your N word?
A minute. Okay. An hour and a minute.
Bitch, where's your N word pass?
And seconds. Here, I put it on the chat to cut it out later. This is what I'm doing, so I don't have to like go through it and rewatch it in the edit. Just put in a time, and then I'll figure it out from there.
Damn.
Sorry, I was talking to my niece.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, Mob Psycho. Yeah, go watch that. Season 2 is really good. Go watch it, guys.
What?
Why is no one talking?
Why is no one talking? I don't know.
I muted
You're
myself
trying to
because I muted myself because I was talking to my niece for a second.
It's because he was saying the N word.
Yeah.
Actually, I wasn't, but like since Jet was talking, and I couldn't hear anything, so that was the thing.
Okay, now all my used to it.
I mean, like he had to be, and he was already before the story even began.
Anyways,
If he wasn't useless, then like how was Deku gonna become number one?
I just want to know, like, so I'm gonna be, like, where is it gonna go?
That ass, what's it called? I'm pretty sure, or like it feels like they're just gonna let All For One, what's his face, just like get out of jail.
Oh no, that's 100% happening, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
He's definitely getting out. Like, he's definitely gonna. I think. Wait, that's a huge flag. Okay, I'll only say that he's definitely getting out. That's
Deku hasn't killed anybody, has he?
I don't think he has killed. No.
No, from my memory, no.
Ooh, that's gonna be a huge ass plot point when he first kills someone. You know, that's gonna happen.
I mean, actually, I don't know about that because it's a shonen anime, and Shonen Jump has a thing about like, killing. Like I think.
Yeah, they don't kill any.
And if they do, it's like usually not really known. Like I'm pretty okay.
Wait, no, it's like you kill, but it mostly happens not.
What'd you say? You cut out. Like you completely cut out.
No, like okay, like they Shonen Jump they do kill, but they mostly happen in Naruto. Like Naruto have the highest kill count.
No, you know who I think actually has the highest kill count? I think Luffy has the highest kill count, and here's why. Listen.
The soldiers?
Yeah, because of all the soldiers, there's no way they survive him just barraging like punches back and forth against thousands.
Dude, just like the important characters. How many characters in One Piece?
You're cutting out again.
Wait, like how many died in One Piece. Only thing I can think of is Ace.
It's just Ace, and then if you're in the manga, Pedro.
I read it wrong.
Wait, how many what's it called? How many chapters are there in One Piece?
Now it's like 920, I think.
520?
9.
900.
920? Oh my god, I'm never gonna read. If you're watching, why would I? Bruh, that's too much.
In my opinion, it's worth it. Like the way it's everything's set up, it always like even though it has like its slow times, it always rewards you for waiting that long. Every fight is usually pretty satisfying. I've never had an arc where I'm like, okay, this is bad.
We just died.
Oh, I'm back. I just died.
I just think what's it called? One Piece for me at least is probably one of the shonens that are really worth it. Like I would say even better than Boku no Hero in some aspects.
It's just One Piece is the master of building moments.
Yeah, it rewards you for waiting. It really does. And like
Yeah,
the
like-
world feels so
Dude,
alive.
Okay, dude, there's so many iconic moments in One Piece that you can just name them all easily. Like Luffy and Yellow and Robin. Like say you want to live, and she's yelling like this, "I want to live."
Bruh, I
Like
love
that's
that
an
moment.
iconic moment. Yeah, and then like when they're leaving a desert place and they all raise their hand and they have like an X mark on, that's another one.
With Vivi, oh, that was great too. At the Alabasta
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah, and then the first time he uses second gear.
And beats the fucking crap out of Blue Note. That was good. And
Yeah.
The Rob Lucci fight. Oh, that was also
Dude,
good.
okay, dude, I'm just naming off like some. Like there's so many more I can.
Yeah,
think
like
of,
the Kuma thing where like Kuma hits everyone out of the way.
Yeah.
What's it called? Zoro slicing Pika during the Dressrosa. Like, dude, that was badass as hell.
Like you just every moment, like it's just so the build up is so worth it.
Even for like
It's so rewarding and satisfying.
even for smaller moments, like just badass moments, like seeing Mihawk at the first time you see Mihawk, like, and you don't see him destroy the ship, but you know Mihawk destroyed that ship, and you're like, oh my god, one person did all that damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh.
You need some flex tape.
Also, that like the first time Zoro and Mihawk fight, like when Mihawk gives him like the scar on his chest, that's also really iconic.
It's
Ace.
just there's so many. Oh, and the ace moment.
Yeah.
That's the biggest moment of the manga.
G-
That is so-
the Jinbei moment where like Luffy's like breaking down because his brother is just gone, and then Jinbei's
Yeah.
like, hold it together, you have a crew. I mean that's not what he said, but you know what I mean.
It's like that is just so rewarding. And the plot is way better than fucking Naruto.
I would say in some respects it's actually better than Boku no Hero because like even though it drags, like in my opinion it could probably be a little bit faster.
It just okay. Like I feel like the way One Piece works is just here's a story arc, and then we just move on to the next story arc, and each story arc is like a movie.
Yeah, it's every story arc is like its own story in a sense. Which,
Yeah, it's like every part has its own thing, and then when this part is done, then we move on. That's just One Piece.
and that's why like I say it's probably one of those series that's worth watching and reading because it's like oof, I don't know. That series has a special place because it's just so good. And that's why it's been #1 selling shonen manga for like decades.
Yeah, but I don't like the anime anymore. The animation's just dropped.
Oh,
The quality just dropped so hard.
No, I'm the same way. I'm a manga reader now only.
Yeah.
You
Like, I
don't-
used to watch
Do
Okay, I fucking benched One Piece, like one for like a
Hey, Daddy, let me call you
whole
back.
year. Just watching every single
You're a robot again.
Call my little brother. Call you back right now.
I fucking benched One Piece for like a solid year to watch every single episode. It was great.
I think I did the same thing, but it was like over the span of a summer of like I didn't have anything to do, and then I did the rest like some of the rest during school.
Yeah. It's literally okay. During that time, my daily routine is wake up, One Piece, eat, One Piece, eat, bathroom, One Piece, and then keep watching One Piece all the way to 2 a.m. and do the same thing all.
Okay. We'll just go another day.
It was great.
But yeah, I guess this segment is just to convince you, Aaron, to actually
I work on
go watch it.
Yeah,
so
go watch it.
will have to
It's
be
good.
probably on Monday or
Dude, you know what I'm watching?
What?
The Goku Frieza fight 5 minutes.
What? Oh my god.
Is it good?
I'll see.
Bro.
Do you hear how fast they're talking?
Like,
Yeah. What about fucking Boku no Hero?
The movie is on
Oh,
Pornhub.
you know what? What's it called?
Malik's
Dude,
canceled.
the Tournament of Power arc in 48 minutes.
What?
Malik's canceled.
What does that even mean?
The Tournament of Power arc in 48 minutes. The entire Tournament of Power arc in 48 minutes.
Why?
Because that's how long it was supposed to last.
48 minutes.
Yeah, the entire Tournament of Power arc is supposed to last 48 minutes. But instead it lasted like what, 40 episodes?
Yeah, that's not a pet peeve, right? Like fucking anime. Oh, the Earth is gonna destroy in 5 minutes, and in the anime world, it literally lasts for like 20 hours.
Like I'm okay with stretching 5 minutes over an episode, but I'm not okay stretching 5 minutes over a whole saga.
Bro, the Tournament of Power arc stretched 48 minutes into like...
It was
Yeah,
like
like, that's
7
the part-
episodes, yeah.
Like that's the part that Dragon Ball triggers me the most. They punch, fight, and then they talk for the rest of the episode.
Like just say it's gonna last like 78 hours, you know?
Yeah, it's fine. Like
You know what? Just don't even give a time. Just say it's gonna explode soon.
the Earth is gonna explode because of this. You just wait. And then they just fight. Yeah, it's just fight. Don't add the 5 minute, okay? I don't give a shit.
At this point, Dragon Ball is just that series to like watch for fights. It's not even like story entertainment. It's not anything
It's
besides
just
that.
pure spectacle.
Yeah. It's like let's
I
watch
would
this
just say
fight.
just watch Brawly, okay? It's so good. The animation is so fucking good. I was literally coming in my seat.
This is why we're never gonna get a sponsor
Why?
Dude,
because of what Jet is saying.
What is he saying?
He came in his seat while watching Broly.
Broly is so good, okay? Like, am I the only one seeing it so far?
What you doing?
I need to find it. I'm gonna watch the Boku no Hero movie after this podcast, and then I'll try
On
to find
Pornhub.
it. Yeah.
Dude, screen share it so we can all watch it.
You know what? You know
Dude,
what?
I don't have Wi-Fi. Fuck you.
After this podcast, deadass, I'll do it.
You gonna post it right now?
Hold on.
You could still watch it on your phone. Like, if I screen share it, you should be fine.
No, it's gonna be so laggy. There's no way I'm gonna see anything.
It's okay.
Wait,
We'll,
is it dubbed or subbed?
it's subbed. It's subbed.
Okay, cool. Because I don't like it.
I just got to the part where it's like, Frieza, you're gonna pay, and he starts slapping the crap out of Frieza. But it's like, it lasted like a quarter of a second.
What?
Bro, that was funny to me too.
No.
Hilarious.
And then when Frieza committed accidental seppuku.
I'm covered. Yeah. That one Friday off.
I just want to know personally who did this. Who was like, you know what? This is what the world actually needs.
A
And there's a
realistic
floating
Dragon
half
Ball.
Frieza.
Oh man.
I'm like, you fool! And oh, he gets fucked.
But yeah, if
And
it
Goku tries to go leave.
but Aaron, if you want to watch it, I'll, I'll stream it. Or we can watch it together.
But,
And you know what, Jet? If you want, I'll send you the link.
Can you just
Dude,
somehow
I
blog out
don't have
the
Wi-Fi.
ads on the side? There, I got through the freeze of fight.
What took you a whole saga the first time just took you 5 minutes this time.
Alright, to be fair, I know of Dragon Ball. I had never actually had the patience to actually watch the entire thing. It was like, so much filler, and it's like, God. So I'm like, it's not like Boku no Hero where it's like everything is like good
For
and
me,
not just filler.
I think because I watched Dragon Ball as a kid, like the full thing, just without really caring, because at that time I was like whatever. But
Like that's called normie.
yeah, but like I was a kid. What do you expect?
Fucking normie kid.
What the hell? Yo, I just saw a shit post where it's like if every male on Earth got a boner at the same time, the Earth's rotation would slow down. Assume there are 3.8 billion males. On average, dick height is about 80 centimeters off the ground. The average dick weighs about 100 grams. That's a combined mass of 380 million kilograms of cock. Now you must make an approximation for simplicity's sake. Let's assume the penises are all evenly lined up in a ring around the equator. The equation for momentum of inertia of a ring is mass times radius squared. The radius of Earth is about 6.371 million meters. Therefore, the radius of the approximated dick ring is 6.371
Winston.
6,371,000 plus 0.08 equals 6 million 371 meters. Inertia is equal to 380. Oh my god. I can't even. Oh, 380 million times 6,371,000.8 squared equals 1.542410 up to the 22nd power. The Earth has a momentum of inertia of 8.04 times 10 to the 37 kilograms. The Earth rotates. Oh my god, I can't even.
The fact that someone took so much time in doing the math.
Bruh, it was a panic student, wasn't it?
I remember back in high school, bitches used to curve me. Now they still doing it, but I remember in high school they was doing it too.
Do you remember that meme I sent you, Aaron? Was like, uh, all these girls calling me ugly, and then I tell them how much money I make, and then they call me broke too.
Broken, ugly, man.
Bro, that was funny.
Okay, how long are we in the podcast right now?
We're an hour and 18 minutes. We made it this far.
Okay.
Plus-
Can I leave for a sec? I have to go for a little few minutes.
Oh, go ahead. I think me and Aaron can handle.
Okay.
Maybe.
If I have time, I'll be back. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
but okay, but yeah. Anyways, quick side note. Going back to earlier, watch One Piece.
I'll see if I have time, bro. It's like so long. It's like
See, this is how I'll think about it instead. Don't think about how long it is. Just watch it when you can. Like once you run out of animes to watch, just watch it when you can. And just don't worry about how long it is. Just keep watching. Like you'll never get that feeling of like, oof, I caught up to a show, or oof, I ran out of the show is over, so you'll be fine. You got years. You got years worth
yeah,
of content.
that ass 2025, and they're still not gonna be done.
I think if I remember correctly, the editor of One Piece said One Piece has about 10 more years.
No way. I thought it was like 3. No way.
That's what I heard. For like that
Luffy's
that's
basically never Luffy's basically never gonna become the Pirate King.
that's basically what like I'm not sure if that's true because usually the editors have gotten information wrong. Like one of the editors said Wano was gonna be on October of a year, and then 2 years later we finally got Wano. Like one of the editors was like, okay, we're gonna get Wano this year in October. 2 years later, actually get Wano. But yeah, like it's I don't know if they're completely right because you can kind of tell that the series is close to its ends, especially with like how high they're raising the stakes in some of the more recent chapters.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Other than that, just you have a lot of time. Though the animation after a while it starts to get really bad, so there's a point where I would just say like, uh, watch, read the manga. You probably read the manga faster than you can watch, honestly. The only thing like I usually go back to watch from the anime is because they save all the budget for the fights, for the fighting scenes. So I watch those. Here's my question. So there's a fight in the like in uh in One Piece that was supposed to last 12 hours, but it lasted about an hour within like actual time because it skips a couple hours, like it skips a lot of hours. Now my question is, what if someone made a 12-hour version of it?
Yo, I know you don't care about Legends, but like Dragon Ball Legends, they release or they're gonna for the next banner they're gonna release Lord Slug and Father Son Kamehameha Gohan or
Teen
Father
Gohan?
Son Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, Father Son Kamehameha, and it's like it's the first character with a legendary finish animation, where it's like it's basically exactly how it is in the anime. Like he's walking forward and like the beam becomes like massive. Like I'll send you the link.
I actually have a question really quick. This is complete like this is not Legends related, but it's Dragon Ball related. Did uh did Gohan lose Super Saiyan 2?
No, he just chooses not to. What's it called? To use Super Saiyan. Like like
Is it because of that whole character arc of him wanting to be more human than Saiyan?
yeah, it's because of that. So he chose to become like to evolve more as a human than as a Saiyan. So like he basically goes like Ultimate Gohan in the Tournament of Power arc,
Okay, that makes sense now.
or like he's like it depends if it's like the anime like he like he like gets like pretty strong, but not compared to back when like the Boo saga. But in the manga, he gets like way stronger, like way stronger. Because in the manga, Kefla is the one who takes out the most amount of characters in the internal power arc, but I think it's like 29 or almost 30. When in the anime it was only Goku with like I think 18, but in like Kefla is taken down by what's it called by Gohan because Gohan gets like stronger than when he was in the Buu saga.
Bruh.
Like he's actually Ultimate Gohan or
Bruh.
Mystic Gohan, whichever one is stronger.
He's strong boy Gohan.
Ultra Mystic Gohan. Gohan. Man, everyone wanted, or all the Gohan fanboys wanted Gohan to get the Super Saiyan White or Ultra Instinct, but then gets taken out by Frieza or Kefla. No, not Frieza, but like the super speedy guy.
I know what you're talking about.
No,
I don't know. I don't know. Gohan was supposed to take over for Goku once Goku died. That was the original intent. Like when he died in Cell Saga, what was supposed to happen was like Goku was supposed to be gone forever, and Gohan was gonna take his place. But then people didn't like that, so they brought him back. Bruh, I just realized
what?
Dragon Ball is it's just comics. How like every comic book character dies and just comes back. That's what Dragon Ball is essentially.
No, not necessarily.
Dude, it happens a lot in comics though, where like characters die and they come back.
More recently, no. Like nowadays, it's like if someone dies, they're like basically gone.
They been dead.
Yeah, like Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he's been dead for a long time.
In the original timeline or in the side timeline?
In the ultimate timeline. But like the main stuff right now, it's just Miles Morales. Just
Hold on.
Peter Parker isn't a thing.
What?
I think.
Marcel's here.
Like also
Okay,
Captain
just shut
America.
up.
Captain America's been, well, they recently brought him back, but like a different version of him. Like the OG Captain America that people know, gone. Same thing with Wolverine. Wolverine's been dead. The only version that's around is the old man Logan. Like the one from Logan, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only version. Even then, yeah.
Dogs are barking, so I'm gonna go quiet for a second.
Okay, it's now just the A podcast. What's up? Oh
This
man,
one's about to
this
run.
is bad.
That's
Keep on
Josie
talking.
told me that like.
That's how podcasts
That's what happened.
work.
Okay, you don't have to go that far.
Yeah, but you gotta keep the imaginary audience entertained.
The the audience of holistically me, because I'm probably the only one who watches a podcast, but not even on YouTube. It's just the raw file. Bro, we need to hang out. We haven't hung out in a while.
What?
We need to hang out. We haven't hung out in a while. Like, we just need to go do something stupid. You know what I want to do, but I don't have enough money to do? I want to go to Flippin' Out Zone.
Wait, what do you want to do, but you don't have enough money to?
Flippin' Out?
What is he? He's dude number 3, or dude, or dude number 3 works.
Or we can just call him Black Friend.
No, we can't say that because that's racist.
I mean, it's not really racist if it's true.
Yeah, he is probably the most racist person out of all of us.
Give me a second.
Just because he has the end card. Go do what you got to do. I'll keep on talking about how dude number 3 is the racist out of all of us. What can I say? What can I say?
What?
Except I don't know. That's copyrighted, so I can't say it.
What?
Oh, no, don't want copy strike.
I wasn't saying anything to you.
Ah,
I was talking to him. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Are you gonna have to go or
No. Dude, why would I have to go?
I don't know. Did you watch what I sent you?
What'd you send me?
The Super Saiyan, the legendary finish animation for season 2 Gohan.
Take this!
Wait, do you want me to find it in Japanese instead of
I'm watching it, but what's it called? I'm gonna spend some time on Photoshop and actually make something nice, and then put it in editing. So whenever I want to show something, like I will have to go out of my way in editing to do it. After a while though, like once I make that, I'm gonna actually put it into OBS, so I don't have to put it in editing. But yeah, for right now, that's what I'm gonna do until I actually make a good graphic, because the neon graphic that I made, even though
gross?
I worked on it for a good chunk of time, I don't know the ins and outs of Photoshop, so like it was disgusting. I was gonna get girlfriend to maybe draw on Illustrator, like actually do an asset on Illustrator, like the name, maybe like cursive or something, just like a nice spelling of our name, especially because she could do that type of drawing. She's really good with like letter drawings, so I think I'll probably get her to do something for the podcast, so it just looks nicer. Thumbnails don't look like complete ass.
Yeah, I got it in Japanese. If you want to watch it instead in Japanese,
I already watched it though.
then watch it in
Bro, but yeah, we need to hang out. Like, it's been a while.
I don't know.
Like, we talk a lot, but it's like we haven't actually gone out and done something.
On a date? Oh, you shouldn't have.
Actually, tomorrow I'm free all of a sudden because my nephew, because I said I was gonna go to GameWorks, but apparently they changed his basketball practice to tomorrow. So he has basketball practice after school because he has school tomorrow. So we're gonna take him out after school. So if you want to hang out tomorrow, hit me up.
Well, remember, I don't own my time. My mom does, so I don't know. Depends on what my mom says.
Bruh, I'll help you do your chores.
You're gonna help me paint a tub.
Bruh, if it means hanging out with my hammy, then yeah.
I'm also probably going to end up going to. I'm probably going to end up going. Oh, what is it, to school, because like I need to turn in a lot of packets. 4 packets.
For Chinese.
Like all the packets this quarter. Miss Chen complains, like Miss Chen complains about what's it called, about like the time it's gonna take her to grade it, but literally like she's so fast at grading it, it's literally like like
Should we say say our teacher's name?
it's a teacher, so it's okay.
Okay, I guess.
Not like someone we know personally, not to mention it's like Miss Chen.
Okay, maybe you don't know. Okay, I do know a little too much about Miss Chen though.
But like, what's it called?
Packets.
No, what's it called? Like, are there like the personal people, like, or not the personal, but like the people who we know? They're like, probably wouldn't appreciate if we said their names, but like, this is teachers, so it's like even if they go out of their way, we're saying like Miss Chen, it's like we're going like out of our way to say like our full name or like anything.
No, I'm kidding. I was about to say your phone.
What? You're about to say Chen Lao Shi? It's not her full name.
No. I was about to say. We know her first name.
Dude, I honestly don't remember.
Really? Do you really not? It's like the most Chinese name too.
Well,
Here. Since they won't be able to see my screen, I'll send it in general.
or you could just send it through like our like you to me DM.
You're right.
Oh, I remember now.
Bruh. Right as I send it. Bruh. Do you want to end the podcast early and just watch Boku no Hero? Because I'm
All
done
right,
with
you
doing that.
guys. This has been an hour and a half of the Jad podcast.
That
We need
turned
to
into
Jet.
the ad
Wait,
podcast.
we need to get Jet back on here so he can say his signature goodbye.
I think he said it earlier, so I think like that's the first thing he said when we entered. So maybe I could get a soundbite.
Well, Chad said his goodbye as his hello, so.
Anyways, thanks for watching. I don't know what this podcast was, but it was a podcast. Anyways, bye.